everybody, and welcome into the Ian Smith Gymnasium. Dave Siseski alongside Becky Banis once more. Becky, big game tonight, 7-1. Saginaw Heritage Hawks come in and play the 3-5 Oxford Wildcats. Big test tonight, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. The girls have been down some of their starters recently. I see they got their starters back, so we're going to hope for a good game tonight.
Well, we'll be right back after the national anthem tip-off. Coming your way next.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First, the visiting Hawks of Saginaw Heritage. Number 4, freshman, Number 11, junior, Number 12, freshman, Number 21, freshman, Dale Lasker. And number 23, freshman, and now your hometown Oxford Wildcats. Number 1, a senior. Number 3, a sophomore, Nina. Number 5, a senior, Sophia Black. Number 25, a senior, Brittany Barbosa. Number 30, a senior, Allison.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Ian Smith Gymnasium. Dave Siseski alongside Becky Banis tonight. Becky, 2 wins in their last 3 contests for the Lady Wildcats here. A big win on the road. They beat an undefeated Yale squad last time out, so they return to the home court. Coming off that win, looking to keep that momentum going tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said in the opening, a couple of our Oxford girls were out in the first few weeks. And when you're missing 2 starters, that's a huge impact to your game. So it'll be interesting to see the game tonight.
Yeah, you got to have the whole unit to get things going, and Oxford gets that opportunity here tonight. The tip goes to Saginaw Heritage. The Hawks come in at 7-1 here tonight. The drive down the lane is loose. It goes over to the corner. Another drive over in the lane there and throwing it up, and nobody around the ball. That'll be a turnover and go back to the Cats.
Nice defense.
Yeah, that's something we saw last time out here. Feels like it's been quite a while, but last time out, this ball club showed some good defense, able to execute on the offensive end, and you're getting a full court press right here. That can give teams some trouble, and it does give the Cats trouble.
Yeah.
Heritage turns it back over from Oxford. They get a quick 2 off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out quick how to take care of this because they're going to do this all game, I would guess.
Yeah, that's the Hawks' bread and butter. Somehow, some way, gets over the court there to Cardona, and she throws it back. That's a deep three.
Really deep
for
three.
Emma Beggs.
Yes.
If you're the Cats, you'd like her to come in just a little bit.
One more step. Get set. Yep. She can't shoot the three, so.
For sure. Steph Curry's probably not here for this game. 2-0 ball game. Good job by the Cats playing some good defense early on in this one.
Great job, Allison. Way to get through that screen.
They're one of those leading players, and there's another bucket for the Falcons off glass, so able to get it inside. They go up 4-0, and there's that full court press that we talked about. Good job by the Lady Cats. They're getting it over.
Ooh, great
Just
job.
gotta slow it down.
Yep.
Set the offense. There's Rab with it. Throws it over to Champagne, who goes down.
Does she look like her brother or what?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that's you can tell her and her brother play out in the yard or out in the driveway.
Basketball runs in the family clearly there. That makes it a 4-2 ball game, cutting that deficit in half. Cats back on defense. Drive.
Nice job.
Ball comes free and goes to the hands of number 23, Jocelyn Odie. One of those freshmen. A lot of freshmen starting for this Hawks ball club.
4 out of the 5 starters are freshmen, so that tells me these are all travel ball players and know their game. They know what they're doing out there.
Well, it's working for them at 7-1. Pretty impressive when there's not a lot of experience. But as you mentioned, maybe that experience did come with travel ball. Nice give and go to the basket. Champagne one more time. Perfect pass from Beggs.
Beautiful teamwork on that play.
Kissing it off glass, making it a 6-4 ball game.
Great job. Way to move on defense, girls.
Cats need a stop here. Gotta love that defense. Goes inside. That'll be a foul. That's number 23, Jocelyn Odie, who scored that last bucket. She'll go to the line.
Team's first line shooting 2. Jocelyn Odie.
Foul was on Mia Champagne. It was a good foul, though. Could have went either way.
You don't want to give up easy buckets down low, and Champagne doing a good job. First free throw rattles out. One more free throw coming for Jocelyn Odie. Second free throw is up and good. Makes it 7-4. Pushing the deficit to 3 for the Cats, and there's that full court press. Tossing it in. Good job.
Good job.
Over back to Emma Beggs. Beggs has it stolen away from her, and here come the Hawks one more time.
Nice hustle back.
Yeah, that was a great job getting back.
Nice job.
Passing that. And Beggs comes away with it, and they'll come back over and slow it down, put it in the hands of Hufstedler.
Some go to her.
Hufstedler
there
for Champagne.
Nice.
Down there. Nice pass. Really good pass by Sophia Rabb, who got it over to Champagne, and Champagne going to get 2 free throws because of it.
Sophia's been on varsity for 4 years, so she has a lot of experience down there at point guard and handling that ball. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's first free throw goes in. She knew exactly where she was going before she even had that ball, and you have to think that's going to be key. Using that height to their advantage for the Cats with Champagne down low.
Nice.
Second free throw up and good. 7-6 ball game. Good one early on. There's a pass down low. Perfect pass. Nobody home.
Yep.
And one more bucket for Odie, who's got 6 already early on. Good job by the Cats getting it over. Don't want to get put in that corner. That's a bad spot with the press. But good job there. Slow it down. Using a screen. And driving down the lane. Trying to go down to Champagne. but it goes off of her sneakers and out
Yeah.
of bounds. Like the idea there. Good pass from Caitlin Brockway.
Yeah. I think she could have taken that in herself, but she's I think one of the youngers. She's only sophomore, so she's still getting that experience in and understanding.
Sometimes,
Nice
it's that
steal.
unselfishness, but like you said, right, if the shot's there, pull up. Good steal
Oh,
from
God.
the Cats.
Can't be sloppy, girls.
Huffstetler keeps it. There's a screen from Champaign. Huffstetler, not a lot of room. Double team there in the corner. Good job getting it to her teammate, but that's knocked away. And here come the Hawks one more time. McCrary goes up and puts it through, putting it at 11-6.
Oh,
There's
boy.
another dangerous pass.
Yep.
2-on-1.
Yep.
A
We
fake.
got to take care of that ball. We got to take care of the ball. That's
Yeah,
bottom
there's
line. We
already-
can't make those passes like that.
100%. Listen, I mean, you're not going to win a ball game with turnovers like that. That's the
No.
9th point already for Odie, the freshman. And, we're early into this game, 13-6. And if they don't clean that up, this could be a very long first half. So, and we know this is a team that's capable. They've got players that have been with each other for a long time.
Yep.
Obviously, some new coaching, but,
Yeah.
Well, there's-
yes and no, right? I mean,
Right.
Marsh has been in the program for as long as I can remember, well over 20 years. So
there's some new faces,
But
and of
there's-
course
yeah.
there's some faces that have been there for a while. But
for sure.
and they did just get some other pieces back, right?
Yeah,
so
they
maybe
did.
there's still some gelling to take place here, and
Yep.
there's some time.
Yep,
So
for
out of
sure.
the timeout, 3 minutes left in this first quarter, 13-6. They pull back the press. Huffstetler, 2 on her. Goes back over to Brockway. Over to Huffstetler, has a 3, lets it go off the rim. Rebound down to the Cats is up and off the mark for Brockway. And here come the Hawks one more time. Pass just over the head of the outreached Emma Duran. And that'll come back to the Cats. Seen a little bit of nerves in this first quarter. You'd think both teams will calm down as this one moves ahead. McCrary with the steal one more time. She drives. Nice bounce pass right there. Drew the defense to her side. Use that bounce pass. And the Hawks get 2 more. So that pushes it up to 15-6. Dangerous spot here for the Cats. Already down big. And here come the Hawks one more time. Up court.
Nice hustle by Allison to get a hand on that.
Going to need some stops here to get back in this one, as we mentioned. It's a dangerous spot, down 15-6. 9-point disadvantage. And it's staying down at this end. As we mentioned in the pregame, winners of 2 of their last 3 for Oxford, including a big win, beating an undefeated Yale team on the road. Inbounds up with a shot, wide open shot, but it goes off the glass, and the Cats will retain possession here. Huffstetler brings it over midcourt.
I don't think these long passes are going to work for us tonight. These girls on Saginaw are too quick, and they can read that. They're seeing that telegraph, and they're gonna cut that off every time.
Yeah, right now their defense definitely giving Oxford some headache.
Yeah, for sure.
In this first quarter. Just got to calm down and set your offense. There's a shot that's going to be wide open.
Nice.
Good one for Emma Beggs, the senior. Driving the lane aggressively and throws it in for 2. There's a wide open shot if they want it for the Hawks in the corner. It's up, and it's going to be long. Here comes Oxford. Rab throws it up to Beggs.
Oh, way to see the whole
Beggs
court.
back to Rab. Cross-court pass. Huffstetler up, and it's going to be off the rim. Good box out by the Hawks, and here they come one more time. They're quick.
Yes, absolutely.
Crary, look at that move to get to the bucket. A Euro step, Becky?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you're not going to see a lot of those tonight, but it does go out of bounds, thankfully, for Oxford. But that's one thing we've seen a lot from these Hawks team is they're young and they like to run a lot. We've seen it in this first quarter.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. They're like you said, they're young. They're all mostly freshmen. All four of the starters were freshmen, and that tells me, like I said, they're travel players. They have a lot of experience on the court.
Yeah, you're seeing it. I know, that's a good point. And here they go one more time. That's Duran. All by herself, throws it in off glass. Another layup. So in terms of points and turnovers right now, I'd love to see that stat because it feels like most of those buckets have come off those turnovers and putting Oxford in a tough spot. There's a wide open three, just a little short off the rim, but the offensive board comes down to the Cats. Down 17-8 in a dangerous spot in this first quarter as the ball is knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Oxford. You just feel like they have to just take a deep breath right now.
Yeah.
Everything's moving just a little bit quicker than it needs to be.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is a credit to the Hawks defense, obviously, in this first quarter, but a lot of turnovers early on. Inbound pass into Beggs. Beggs tosses it back over to Vivian Cruz. Back to Beggs. A lot of long passes across court, too.
Yep.
There's not a lot of room. Going down low in the post like that shot.
Oh,
up
my.
and in. I tell you what, Cameron Quidort knew where she was going as soon as she got that ball. And to her credit, she scores the bucket. And there's a turnover.
There we go.
Just like that, the Tides can turn, but that'll be the end of the quarter. So as the horn sounds, Oxford down 17-10 after one and putting up 17 points in the first quarter. You don't see that a lot here.
No.
I mean, like we said, I think the story of that first quarterback was turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to take care of the ball, whether that means the first part was that full court press. We just couldn't seem to handle that full court press. And then when they let up on the full court press and they came down here, we got to take care of the ball. We can't just nonchalant this team. That's not going to work against. Nonchalance will not work against this team. We've got to be crisp. That last play, they were moving the ball and they were moving it quick, and that's what they're going to have to do against this team.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, driving the ball, right? Just going to the bucket. Don't fall in love with the three.
Yeah.
A lot of teams do that. I understand that's the way of basketball these days, but you're having a lot of success down low. Obviously, you got Champaign down there as well, but use your height to your advantage.
Yep, absolutely.
So the Cats will be in a 7-point hole when we start this second quarter. Did mention the Hawks come in, the Saginaw Heritage Hawks, at 7-1 on the season. So no matter who you're playing, you're doing a lot of things right when you're 7-1.
Yep, absolutely.
Inbound pass to Beggs. Over to Cruz. Cruz, there's a pass almost stolen one more time. They got to watch that.
Got to keep our dribble too.
Yeah, and it's been good anticipation, but I like that movement. There's a shot open and bounces out. I mean, that was all the way nearly down.
Yes.
So good possession there for the Cats.
Yep, absolutely. Did a good job.
Ooh, no call there. Looked like that might have been an extra step, but hey, it's two.
Yeah.
19-10. So the Hawks might have gotten away with one. Watch out for that backcourt.
Yeah, I always say, too late.
There's another one.
Yep.
Like I said, things are just moving a little bit too quick.
Yep.
Got a lot of time here. 19-10, and that's going to be a foul. I mean, that was an easy call for them. You can't. I like the aggressiveness, Becky, but you're not going to get a steal right there.
No, you're not. You got to play smarter than that. You just get big and you get down in front of them.
Yep. So Oxford down 19-10, 7:07 left in this second quarter, just getting underway. Hawks with a wide open lane up and good. I mean, that's just too much room.
Yeah.
Somebody missed a switch or something down low. And
it happened
open
up
lane.
top. It did. It happened up top. They didn't know where they were supposed to be. And so because of that, there was nobody down low for it. So,
I mean, defense is all about communication, right?
Oh, yeah. Again, they've got a couple of sophomores down there. And, it takes years to get that experience.
It's a learning experience. That is 100%. And that's what film's all about. So 21-10 lead there. And you feel like things are just a little bit too quick right now here for Oxford. They do get it down low.
Nice try.
Shot up, but is off the mark. And here come the Hawks one more time. McCrary over to Odie, over in the corner. Not settling for shots, taking it up the lane.
Yeah.
I know that one didn't go in, but you've seen that aggressiveness from the Hawks in this first half. They just don't settle for those outside perimeter shots that a lot of teams do.
Yeah, very true, very true. But they're definitely taking it to it tonight.
Yep, that's it. A lot of time, though, in this opening half here for Oxford, but another steal. Here comes Odie. Over to McCrary. McCrary driving, using her height.
Nice
Good job by the catch. Champagne almost came away with the steal. That's a wide open triple, and it's going to be off the mark.
Ooh,
good rebound.
Yeah.
Good rebound from Champagne.
Good job.
Using her height, and they teach you that when you're a little kid, right? Box
That's right. Box out.
Your girl or your man, whoever, and make sure you can get that rebound, and Champagne does a good job there drawing the foul. 11-point deficit for Oxford. Huffstetler over to Champagne. Back to Huffstetler. There's not a lot of space over there.
Nice cut.
Nice pass up and just off the mark. Tegan O'Connor unable to convert, and here come the Hawks one more time. A lot of space there in between the defender and the Hawks, but tighten up that defense just a little bit more. They're going with that zone look. 5:35 left in the second quarter as the Hawks bring it back out and get the offense going. There's a screen. She goes the other way, down the lane. Odie, I'll tell you what, she's got a lot of skill right there.
Yeah, she does.
Had the screen, went the other way, and knew exactly where she was going to the hoop.
Way to find her.
Pass up for the Cats. Champagne trying to get the board, but it'll go back to the Hawks. Up 23-10 and look for more. Look at that pass.
Yep.
I mean, making the extra pass. That's
extra
Odie one more time. That's a heck of a play. So how about her? A couple assists, 13 points already. We got 4:50 left in the second quarter.
Yep.
Cats in trouble. Corner, triple, up, and it's good.
Take that.
How about it? Brindley Cardona with a big answer, but they're coming right down at you.
And we got to make sure we know where we're at on defense.
Now that's it.
Playing zone is definitely the right way to go. These guys are quick. I don't think we're going to be able to keep up with them on man-to-man.
Got to come back to that ball.
But
Cats got lucky there. Off rim.
Nice job,
Offensive
Tegan.
board. Up and good. Doesn't go, but they get the foul. So good job by the Cats stopping the clock with an opportunity to put two more up. No, that's a really good point, Becky. Using their speed to their advantage in this first half.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I like that zone, but we've got to know where we're supposed to be at all times. Otherwise, that's not going to work.
First free throw up,
Nice.
and it's good.
In the game, number 3.
Tegan's a junior. I've been having a lot of fun watching her this year. She's a scrapper, man. She will throw her body to the ground. She'll drive. She'll do whatever she needs to do to make her team better.
Yeah, I mean, she missed that first shot, got her own rebound. She hits a second free throw and got herself a couple points at the line.
Yep.
So down 26-15 of the Cats, but here's another triple up. Looked good at first, but an offensive board over to Odie. She throws it in the corner, triple up and bounces in. How about that? Jayla Lester hits it. That's another freshman, Becky.
Yep. Yeah, these girls have had some time on the court, you can tell.
Now, you made a good point. You said they probably played travel ball. You can tell they played some competitive basketball with each other before. There's McCrary again, another steal. Look at, has a girl up court. Stops in the lane. Good job, but a trailer there to throw it up and in one more time. Brigham Hamilton, the junior, pushes it to 31-15. They double them up. Got to come to that basketball.
Yep. Well, first of all, we got to stop picking up the dribble like that. Just keep your dribble. Because once you pick the dribble up, you put yourself in a bad spot. Great job, Tegan.
I tell you what, Becky, that was a nice jumper from Tegan. She's doing some good things in this first half. Got to communicate here at this end. Need a stop. (31-17) with 2:50 left in this first half. Been the dominant one for the Hawks.
There you go. There's a way to move. That's a way to move. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
That
There
should
you
be a
go.
jump ball.
Yes, good job.
Good job.
Good sportsmanship. Way to help her up.
Stay down at this end, but good defense. You got to get a couple stops here to
Yeah,
get back in
definitely.
this game.
Substitution to left, yes, number 1 at the bench, number 14, Vivian Cruz.
Vivian Cruz comes into the game. Good defense there from Cruz. Like that aggressiveness.
Yeah, she's a scrapper as well.
Crary trying to get by Champaign. Can't, but that's a big-time three, and it goes off the mark. 2:20 left in this first half as Beggs brings it up, but another steal. McCrary going all the way to the rim, up, and a
Nice
good job by the
defense.
Cats blocking it. But, yeah, it looked like Vivian Cruz touched it. She was out of bounds. However, good defense and getting back, but another turnover, Becky. And
Yep.
well, you've got to control that ball, and you have to think that's probably part of this conversation. Listen, girls can't win a ball game if we keep turning it over.
Yep.
If we can control that, get our offense set, just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
We can get back in this game.
Yeah. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel they're just like unsettled and they're rushing passes, rushing shots, and they just have to get back into their mentality, back into their game. No team is unbeatable. Every team is beatable.
Of course.
So they just have to play their game and not let them dictate what's going on. We dictate what's going on.
And that's it. And listen, we both know this. These are kids, right? They're learning. They're learning on the court.
Yep.
They're capable to come back from this. Obviously doubled up right now, but we've got a whole half and some to go.
Yep.
You'd like to end this first half with maybe getting a couple buckets, couple stops,
Yes.
get a little bit closer. Obviously, you're not going to close that gap completely in the first half right now, but you want to have a good taste in your mouth when you come out for that second half.
When you play teams like this, you know they're annually or perennially a team. We know that. They go far in the tournament every year. They've been good for years. So games like this are a learning experience.
100%. Big test, too. You find out where you're at.
Yep. And that's all getting you ready for when the tournament time comes around, you know.
Best
then you
time
know.
of the year.
Yeah, it's fun.
Inbound pass coming for the Hawks. Good job by Oxford. McCrary drives down the lane, and Champaign had her arm around her. May have been a smart foul if you're thinking about it, because she was probably going to get two pretty easily.
Yeah.
And actually, they called it on the floor, so you like that.
Yep. No easy two here, so that's good.
Another inbounds for the Hawks, but there's an open shot. And she just hasn't missed. That's Odie one more time. I believe she's up to 15 points in this first half. That's a freshman.
Yeah.
You know she's up here for a reason, huh?
Oh, yeah.
There's that full court press. Watch out for it, girls.
Yep.
Good job. Spinning out of trouble, but ball popped out. And McCrary one more time has it, goes to the bucket. Strong. Drawing the foul, didn't get that hoop, but using strength there.
Yeah.
And she'll go to the free throw line, and that's exactly how many Odie has. 15, 7 for McCrary. So that's been their offense really in this first half.
Yep.
First free throw is up and good.
In the game number 5, Sophia Brad.
Sophia back in. Tegan going to have a seat for now.
And Tegan with 4 points in the first half. Did some good things, though.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Everybody watched that. I don't understand.
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were a little bit confused because the Hawks brought their players back, and you know, you start getting in your head, is this a lane violation? Can I move? But
Yeah.
as soon as that ball is in the air and that second
Yeah.
shot, you can certainly try to get it. There's another double team. Just got to communicate, and it's been a tough first half.
Got to be aware that there's 4 against 1, and somebody's open. Get it to that open person.
Prairie with a shot off the line, and Cats will come back down. Rab up court. Jacobson throws up a wild shot, and unfortunately will come up with the foul as well. Really just, hey, when it's raining, sometimes it's pouring, right? That's exactly what we're seeing right now. A lot of things not going their way. Doesn't mean the second half can't look a little different. But
Right. Well, hopefully they'll have Marshall come out with a game plan for them, get them settled down at halftime, come back out strong.
Yeah, for sure. And the Hawks will do the same thing here. So different strategy. You don't see that often. First free throw up and will pop out. I think that's one of those things where you just pull your defense back because you're up by so much. You just, it's smart basketball, really.
Yeah.
You can't give up a basket or a hoop in transition this way, too. So, second one off the mark. So, doesn't hurt the Cats at all, but there's another turnover. And Newton throws it up, and it's good. 36-17 at this point. And there's another one, and you start to look at body language then.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, you can see it right now, and that'll probably be part of the conversation in that locker room.
Yes, absolutely. We can't have that give in attitude. We got to still play our game till the last buzzer.
A lot of game to play.
Yeah,
a lot of game to play.
Absolutely.
Odie leading the way with 15 points. And good job by Rab. Stealing it and throwing it out of bounds. Come back to the Hawks with 38 seconds. You wonder if they'll wind down a lot of this clock and just go for the last shot.
Yeah, most likely.
And it looks like that's what they're trying to do on that handoff pass. Back to McCrary. She was looking for Odie. Odie didn't cut to the hoop, and thankfully for Oxford, that goes out of bounds. 21 seconds. How about one more bucket before the half?
Yeah.
Let's get something good. But are they saying that was tipped?
Yeah, I think we tipped it a little bit as it went over. I mean, we didn't barely touch it a lot, but I feel like I saw a fingertip.
Just enough.
Yep.
Inbound pass to McCrary under the hoop, throws it up. Offensive rebound. Odie kicks it back up. Three-pointer up. And I tell you what, Becky, everything going their way in this first half.
Absolutely. Oh, my gosh. Again with got to take care of the ball. There
7
we go.
seconds. Got to get one more shot up. 5. Rab driving. Somebody talk to her, tell her. She throws it up, but it's no good. And that'll be the end of the first half. And really for the Cats, probably looking to get this one off the court and into the locker room and have a conversation back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down 39-17. What do you think? What do you tell your team down by that much?
My first thing is we got to move on defense. The first 3 to 4 minutes of the game, they moved. They were right where they were supposed to be. They were on target. Got to keep moving on defense. And then second of all, we got to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
You can't be nonchalant. These guys are quick, whether it's on offense or defense. The Hawks are quick. So we're going to have that mentality of, okay, keep my dribble, move the ball. So
the end of the first half, it's 39-17 for the Hawks. Saginaw Heritage came in here at 7-1, looking for their 8th victory, hoping, though, for a big comeback for the Cats in the second half. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Well, welcome back into the Ian Smith Gymnasium. Second half basketball getting ready to start here. Dave Saseski with Becky Banis. Tough first half. Becky, we talked about it. But listen, there's a whole nother half here. I mean, the tides could still turn. We've seen crazier things happen, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they had a chance to get a few deep breaths and settle down a little bit, get a game plan together.
Yeah, that would have been good for him. There's Rab with the ball on the perimeter there. Nice bounce pass. There's a wide open corner triple up. Rainbow shot comes down. And Oxford puts it through. Hofstetler with a nice offensive board and puts it in for two. Makes it 39-19.
Nice.
Great how about
job,
that
Mia.
block by Champagne? Hofstetler picks it back up, and here come the Cats one more time. You'd like to see her be a little bit more aggressive in this second half, Hofstetler, because seems like when they're really going, that's one of those players that's putting up points on the board and you know, is busy. Didn't see her handle the ball a lot, but I think part of the problem is because they kept turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Not a lot of offensive possessions.
Right.
Speaking of Hofstetler playing some defense on Hamilton. Hamilton drives down the lane. How about that? Use the left hand off the glass.
Yeah.
That's her 6th point on the night. Makes it 41-19. Watch out for the steal here. Bring it over. Good job. Comes back down the Rab, and there's a wide open shot. Stop. You didn't need to put that ball on the floor, really. You had 2 steps.
Yep.
Could have made your way to the basket, but again, a lot of learning tonight here.
A lot of learning. Yep. They'll watch this game film and they'll learn from it.
There's Odie, who had 15 points, as we mentioned, as a freshman. And you can tell just by the way she handles that ball, she's a special player.
Oh, yeah.
Taking some time off on each possession, showing some patience here, and that's a foul drawn. Good job. I know that one didn't feel good for Champagne. She draws the charge, and I think taking the worst of that was McCrary. That's her 3rd foul. And they'll bring her off the court. Hopefully she's okay. Tough sport.
Ball.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, taking a charge, too. Down by as much as they are, you got to like that type of aggressiveness for Oxford on defense, too.
Sure. Yep.
Putting an effort out there. Good job bringing it over half court. Rab over to Hofstetler. There's not been a lot of open shots here tonight. Good pass by Champagne.
Nice.
Up and good. Cardona with another bucket. That's her 5th point on the game. We got a 41-21 game. So 20 points. There's Odie. Finds her spot. Pops and puts it in.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a confident shot.
That's the hard part about playing zone is we don't have somebody right on her. And when she sees it open, she's going to take it.
Yeah, that's the type of player you'd almost like 2 people on, to be honest with you. She's that special.
Yeah.
So you got to change things up. Maybe you go to some man defense here and see if that makes a difference. Obviously, the zone is giving them a little bit of trouble and pass all the way down. And I don't think the Hawks knew they were open.
No, I don't
think
they
didn't go to
did.
the bucket.
No.
That was 2 all over the place. But Odie comes back down, pass out in the outside, triple off the mark, and comes back down to the Cats. So dodged a bullet there. Could have been a bucket, but
yes,
you know, good job for Oxford. Rab throws it up with a runner, comes back with her own rebound and puts it through.
There we go. That's
like that
being
aggressiveness.
aggressive.
That's it. That's it, Becky.
You got to want the ball at all times.
Jayla Lester back over to Odie. Odie driving. Ooh, an extra step there. Yeah. And you can't see her, but Becky was trying to get the attention of the official, and I'm there with you in spirit.
I'll let you be the vocal part. I'll just act it out.
Sounds good. I think we all know what you wanted, and I'm with you, friend. There's another bucket there, making it 43-25. Good job by the Cats, and already this offense has looked better and more in control in the second half. Problem is, got to get some stops down here.
Yes, for sure. I feel like they're moving quicker. They have a little more energy.
Yep, and that one's off the mark for Odie, and here come the Cats. Beggs with full steam ahead. She'll toss it back to Rab. Rab, cross-court pass.
There we go. Let's go,
Off
Alice.
Detler is off the mark, but Champaign gets the rebound. Beggs drives one more time, but lost control of it. I think she was going for a shot there, but lost control, and it goes out of bounds. And unfortunately for Oxford, goes back to the Hawks.
The Wildcats take the Brockway.
So we've seen some positives in the third quarter. We know the mountain's a little high right now to climb, but
Yeah.
if you can get some positives in the second half, sometimes there is such thing as some moral victories.
Oh, yeah.
In some of these tough games.
Absolutely.
Prairie with a good first half. Using that size, sets a screen, hands it back off. Back to Odie, and she will shoot from there. Drives back to McCrary. Some two-girl game there with a nice pass. Found the open girl, gets her own rebound, goes back up. And looked a little clean to me, but they do call foul.
Allison Hustad, her first.
And we'll just say good defense. How about that?
We'll say good defense. I like that.
Yeah, important to say the hand is a part of the ball during those moments on defense. I like Champagne's aggressiveness, but we'll see on this first free throw. Ball pops out. In the words of Rasheed Wallace, ball don't lie.
Thank you. Thank you. Ball do not lie.
Those are the good days, huh?
Yes. Oh, my gosh. I loved it.
Second free throw pops out.
Great job.
Down 25-43. And there's that press one more time. You got to keep the ball moving. Just can't stop.
Yeah, foul. Good job.
And good job there, just staying in control with the ball, drawing the foul.
Number 12 is Serena McCrary, who's fourth.
Let's get some movement on this offense now.
Into the game, number 4, Brooklyn Iceland.
Inbound pass coming from Rab. Tosses it into Brockway. Over to O'Connor, and O'Connor lost control, able to get it back. Gets it back to Rab. O'Connor with a good first half tonight. Rab down to O'Connor, who who spins and throws it up.
Get in there.
The offensive board for Champaign. Good job by the offense. Getting some extra opportunities and cashing in. Drawing a little bit closer, 43-27. So 16-point ball game, was up to 24 at one point. So there's a corner triple up and good, and that won't help you. That's a three for London Newton, another freshman. 5 points for her, and that puts it back up to 46-27. 19-point ball game.
Nice find.
O'Connor with the shot. Off the mark.
Took her time. It just didn't quite go. I like the way that she stopped and set up and took a good shot.
Yeah, I like the rotation. Just unfortunately, it pops out. And here come the Hawks. Strong drive. That is out of bounds. So one thing about them is, listen, they're keeping the foot on the gas. So if you're the Cats, you just got to, I mean, you can't have turnovers like you did in the first half.
No.
They've looked a lot stronger here, but they're starting to come out here with a little bit of a press again.
Yep.
And you got to keep the ball moving and keep the movement moving on offense. Going down, throwing it back to Rab. Good drive and onto the bucket, but it looks like she stepped out of the side. So Tegan O'Connor has been quite aggressive, but it looks like she was forced out.
No, he did call that a foul. I thought he maybe meant on the floor.
But he pointed like she was down, out of bounds, but yeah.
He had me confused on that one because I thought he was pointing at the baseline.
No, he looked at you and said, "I'm going to call this one for us." Nice pass.
Job.
How about that? Oh, got to go up with that one.
Yep. All right. Great job, Cameron.
Yeah, would have loved to have seen Oxford, Jalen Jacobson go back up, but a little unselfish, and sometimes, that's one of those things that you learn. She's a sophomore, and that aggressiveness comes as they get more time here on this varsity side.
It's one thing when CJ was on varsity. Now, she worked in it travel as well, my daughter I'm talking about here. There's, when Coach Emmert came in, there's 8 basic moves. 8 basic moves, and that's the kind of stuff they need to know. You got to take that move, you got to spin, you got to pivot. If you know those and you practice those, and they come naturally to you. And you don't have to.
And look at that.
Nice
How
job.
about that? Hey, that's one of those moves. How about being open under the bucket by boxing out your man? And she did a good job there and puts 2 on the board. So,
and she's a sophomore. She will learn. She has time to grow.
She's got that height.
Yeah,
that is something you can't teach. That is just something you're born with, and that'll help. So 52 seconds, 46-30. Oxford fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Looking a lot better. They've already scored as much as they had almost in the whole entire first half. So looking a lot stronger. Shot off the mark.
Good job. So that was a good spark, a good fight right there.
That was it.
I like it. Oh.
Cross-court pass. I mean, Becky, if you look at this third quarter versus the first half, they scored 17 points in that first half. They scored 13 already in the third quarter.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's something to build off of.
Yes, for sure. They've got a little more spark, a little more spunk, a little more energy.
Like body language, too.
Yep.
Like
you said.
Like that they're fighting. Got some time, 25 seconds. Corner, triple, up, just a little too long. O'Connor comes down with it. Good job saving it. Good aggressive play there. Good screen.
Yes, thank you.
Cats with some time. 9 seconds. Winding down. Brockaway holding it. Goes back over to Jacobson. Jacobson's got to put it up and just a little short.
At least we got the shot off. That's all you can ask for.
That's true. So after 3, it's 46-30. Heritage lead over the Cats, but we talked about it, Becky. Looked a lot stronger, a lot more life there in that third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever he said or they said to them at halftime seemed to work. They came back out with their heads up and ready to go.
Yeah, there was a lot more energy, and, I think the best thing that could have happened in that first half is just going inside the locker room, really, and just forgetting about that. And that was probably even said, right? I mean, hey, just forget about that first half. Let's come out like we're starting the game over here, and you liked what you saw offensively, defensively, but you have to think as you get a little bit closer, they're going to come back out with that full court press. So got to have a plan for it, and just keep moving the ball, right? Keep moving the ball. So strong third quarter. How about 17 points for Odie for the Hawks? We talked about her. She's been tough to contain tonight as a freshman, so it's a special player, but Oxford did a much better job in the third quarter. Let's have a good fourth quarter, and regardless of the result, got to feel good about moving to that next game if you can do some positive things and keep them going.
Right, exactly.
Not to say it can't happen, though.
You just never know.
So Cats ball to start the fourth quarter here. 8 minutes left in this game. Ball comes in to Cadort. Back over to Vivian Cruz. Cruz brings it over. Like the aggressiveness going down to Jacobson. Using that window. Hey, it didn't go in, but I like that aggressive shot. Use the window, but it bounced out.
Yeah. She did a great job using her body and getting in there underneath, but
good
shot.
Position.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. And you have to think on these possessions, they're going to take a little bit more time, use some of that clock. Will the Hawks? There's Odie.
Nice, Keegan.
Down the Prairie. Open shot, but passing it up.
Get her.
And that's exactly what you are seeing, just winding down that clock, taking their time. And if you're Oxford, you got to get more aggressive. Get in front of your player and go for a steal here because they're in no rush. That ball will go off. It looked off the Hawks, but they're going to keep it down here. And
Tegan O'Connor.
Mr. Official, I agree to disagree.
Yeah, I think that was
Becky turns her mic off for a second.
It was clearly off of number 23, but
Yeah, a couple
maybe
tough
we have a better
calls.
view from up here. Maybe that's what it is.
I feel pretty good about this view. It's not the call, though. We'll see. 6:53 left in this game.
Ooh,
And that inbound pass was just perfectly drawn up. Jayla Lester, the freshman, puts it through. So McCrary playing that full court press defense. Oxford throwing it around, and they've struggled with that. Once the pressure comes, they've had some passes a little bit too shaky on offense on this end, right?
I agree. Yes.
You'd like to see those passes a little bit closer, but nevertheless, they do keep possession and some miscommunication. Betts thought Jacobson was going to the right side. She didn't, and now it's going back to the Hawks. So 48-30. If you're thinking comeback, you really got to have a lot of things go your way right now and got to get that defense picking you up and getting some turnovers here. There's a deep triple. And the offensive board comes down to McCrary, and they retain possession. Odie with a good pass over in the corner. And like I said, they're in no rush. They're going to take it back out and take some more time off the clock until you force them to take a shot.
Yep, absolutely true.
Aggressive play there. How about that? Up and good. I mean, that's another player right there is Jayla Lester. Lester with 14. There's full court pressure again. Good job by the Cats over to Jacobson. Jacobson drives to the bucket. I like that aggressiveness to get a little bit closer.
Yeah, one more step.
Had some space there. Hawks pushing it up.
Nice job.
And
Jalen.
stolen one more time. Looking for some help. There's a double team in the corner and turn back over. Odie passes it up. No good. Here come the Cats. So back and forth. I'm out of breath on the mic.
Ugh.
I can only imagine what it feels like down there.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
I mean, we are just going back and forth. See, turning down a shot, but Lester's not turning that down. We've seen her hit it.
No.
And now with that shot, she has matched Odie. That's two players, two freshmen, 17 points.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
And that's wild.
It's crazy.
And that's the story of this game right here.
Yes, it is.
The youth on this team, the way they play the game with each other there, that pushes it all the way up to 53-30, back up to 23 points. And you have to think at this point we're probably going to see some of them younger players, Becky. At some point, you know, it's valuable to get some practice time, but it is a different animal when you can actually get some playing time in a real game.
Well, all the girls that were just on the court, most of them were bench players. Jalen, Tegan, Vivian. So he's had his starters sit quite a bit. And I think his starters are frustrated, and I get it.
Yeah.
But like you said, the girls coming in off the bench, they have spunk. They're looking to learn and to get out there and get some playing time.
Exactly, and that it's valuable, right? But
yes,
you know, not necessarily waving the white flag, but at the same time knowing that, listen, you're running out of time here.
Yep.
So we'll see. Oxford getting possession here with 4:58 on the clock.
And see what they're doing here is she's going to push. They're going to double right there every time.
Every single time.
Every time.
And that's what they have done. There's a wide open shot. That's unable to connect. And that's been a story of this game too. Have not been able to cash in on 3-point opportunities.
Nice job.
Lester comes back with it, but Oxford comes away with a steal wrap. Got to push that ball up court. Prairie in front of her. Back over to Champagne. A little bit of miscommunication. Post her up.
There you go.
Stetler with the three. I don't mind that shot.
No, that's a
Put
good
up
shot.
another one. I like that. Champagne back up at the top. Rab, let it go. It looked a little bit wide there.
A little bit.
And it'll go out of bounds. Just haven't been able to connect with that three-point ball tonight. And on the other side, there's a story, right?
Right.
2 players with 17 apiece on the side for the Hawks. McCrary takes it. Odie posting up. But as we said, taking more clock off.
Well, that's just smart basketball on her part. She knows she didn't have it, so we're going to come back out and set it up.
And she
we're not
doesn't
going to force it.
Yeah, it doesn't need it.
Right. No need to force.
And using her height right there, saw who was on her on defense and drawing the foul. And they'll stop the clock and get a couple shots. But as we mentioned, going to be nearly impossible at this point to come back with this big of a deficit. Free throw is up and good.
Into game number 3.
That gives Odie 18 points. Second free throw is good as well. And that's incredible rotation on that ball, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's somebody that is gifted and meant to play the beautiful game of basketball. Oxford pushes it up. Another jump shot off the mark. There's a hard collision. Hofstadler gets right up. She's tough. Showing it right there.
Allison Hofstadler.
And they're calling the foul on her.
What?
That is
they're both going for the ball there.
interesting call there.
I feel like they both had the right to go for that ball.
Yeah, Becky, no answers right there, but nevertheless, unfortunately, coming back the other way, and here's Odie one more time, finds her spot, puts it up. Board comes down, and Oxford takes back over. 3:08 left on the clock, and why not push it? Ooh.
Yep.
Didn't call that one right there.
Yeah. Little bobble.
Right, how about a makeup call? There's another turnover. 2-on-1, one more time. Late pass. Comes that back to McCrary. And now they're winding more of that clock. Just 2:43 left. There's a drive and throws it up as soon as she heard that whistle, but that's going to be on the floor, you would believe.
3 via Champagne, her third team score at the end of the game.
Just the high basketball IQ on this team.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it. You're not 7-1 for nothing, and this is a team that's always in the tournament, makes a deep run, and you can see why.
Yeah. I guarantee these girls have been on the court probably since the time they were 9, 10 years old, out there playing ball. Anytime you're on the court, you're learning. Doesn't matter if you're playing in a game or if you're just 1-on-1, 2-on-2. Doesn't matter. It's court time. It's handling the ball. I mean, that's huge. Nobody wants to hear about, I got to go learn how to handle the ball. They just want to score. But there's so many facets of the game that you have to be good at.
And, Becky, there's something to say about familiarity.
Yeah.
When you're around some of the familiar faces you grew up playing with,
oh, sure,
it helps. Time winding down, 2:30 left. Hofstetler loses possession, throws it back. Another steal, and Newton's going to glide in, throw it up, and good off the glass there.
It's another
57
thing
points
that I've noticed, too, is a lot of the girls are just standing there waiting for the ball to come to them. Got to go to the ball. Got to go to the pass.
100%. And, you like the defensive effort in the second half. Listen, the Hawks had 39 points at half.
Yeah.
They've only scored 18 points in the second half. That is winning basketball for Oxford. If they can play that defense, and you know what? I tend to believe that is more of who they are than what we saw in that first half.
Yeah, I do too. And like you said, you look at the score and you go, oh, geez, but second half we played so much better than the first.
I mean, this is a tie ball game if you look at the second half points.
Yes.
So you got to use that. I believe in momentum, especially at the high school level. I think, like you said many times, you can learn from some of these tough games. And A lot of learning there. Good play. Anticipating the pass, 2-on-1. And that's something you teach, right? Do you take it? Is that the right move or passing it? I like that aggressive take. Good job from Claire Brusky as she'll go to the line shooting 2.
These are couple of the younger ones. Caitlin Brockway is a sophomore. Claire, sophomore. Cameron is a junior. And then, so we've got a bunch of sophomores out there, so they're getting some court time, and they're going to learn.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's good to get some of those younger players out there learning on the job, as we say, on the court. And the Cats playing some good basketball here in this fourth quarter. There's a shot, a runner, good rebound. Here they come. There's time on the clock, push the ball. There's Jacobson. Seen some positive things from her. Good, strong drive. Stops, pops just a little bit light on that shot. It'll come up a little short. Cats get the offensive board. Back on offense here, passing it around. And this is a unit that doesn't play a ton with each other on the court, so really just learning out there.
Nice job. Nice try.
Seeing some new faces out there as well for the Hawks.
Yeah, they've got a couple of their higher scorers sitting now, letting the other girls get some time in.
Prairie driving, strong. A little bit wild, but here comes Oxford. One more chance here. 33 seconds. They slow it down just a bit. Strong drive, kick over to Jacobson. Three-pointer. It's not her game, but getting an opportunity to put it up. And with 20 seconds left, that goes out of bounds. The 57-31 Heritage lead. And you think they'll probably just run the clock out here.
Yeah, more than likely that's what they will do.
So as we said, a tale of two halves really, Becky. I mean, the first half, a little bit of a struggle for Oxford, unable to get the offense going. A lot of turnovers, looked a lot more clean in the second half. And I think when you have a half like that, you can hold your head high and feel good about your effort.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you have to do in a game like this is find the wins. Find what did we do good.
So clock winding down to 0 here. That'll be the end, 57-31. Cats are going to fall to 3-6 on the season. That's an 8-1 start for the Hawks. And as we mentioned, Becky, as we come back on camera here, listen, not the finish that you want. When you look at that final score, it is not the full story. Right. It's the second half. Like I said, a tale of two halves, and I tend to believe that this team represents that second half team a lot more than they did in the first half.
Yes, definitely, I agree. Like we said earlier, in that first half, first 3-4 minutes, our defense, they were full of energy. They were getting where they need to be, and then they just kind of that second quarter kind of took the wind out of their sails. Third quarter, we played great. We played great in the third quarter. So they've got a lot of positive things to build on right now, and so that's what they have to look at after a game like this.
Yeah, a lot of things to build on. Obviously a tough finish. The end tonight is 57-31. Cats fall to 3-6 on this season. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.